Hey guys, Rascal here, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I've covered some Cartoon Network things on my channel before, and of course, as you know, on Paul's Animation with Mama Entertainments. And I decided to do this video because I saw outside of YouTube, I was actually on Twitter. I do have a Twitter account if you want to follow me there. I found out that apparently Cartoon Network is going to do live action shows again. Now, it's not the whole block like it was before, but they're going to put live action stuff in between the animated stuff because that worked so well the first time. If you grew up with Cartoon Network like me, there was a point when someone else was in charge of the company and decided that cartoons were going to fade away and stop being popular, so he decided to turn it into CN Real, get rid of all the cartoons and make the entire channel live action stuff. And every single show they had on there was awful, didn't even want to watch the channel anymore. Now, of course, eventually it went back to being cartoons, but now they're going to try to implement live action stuff into it, which doesn't make sense. You nearly went under doing that. Why would you do it a second time? And not only that, before then they actually announced they wanted to turn Cartoon Network into a preschool channel or something. Now, it's not clear if they're going to do like a block or it's going to be the whole channel, because if you notice that some of their programming has changed in the past few years. They've got more shows with little bitty kids on there. That doesn't mean that's like all their programs. You still got stuff like Primal and older kid shows like when they used to have OKKO, Me Bear Bears, but they're gone now. The only show I think for older audiences, I believe, is Victor and Valentino and Craig of the Creek, and I don't know if The Amazing World of Gumball is still airing. I keep hearing things about a movie, but I'm not sure if it's true or not. But a lot of the shows now have smaller kids, and I don't mean like 12. I mean like preschool age. Like Total Dramarama, that weird show where everyone's now a little kid instead of a teenager. Of course, you know about the really bad Powerpuff Girls reboot. Teen Titans Go can be watched by the smallest of kids, even though it's nonsense going on all the time. They got more programs that are more for like smaller ages. So and now they're gonna do a new We Bear Bear series with the baby bears, but it's gonna be in an anime style. It's gonna be more colorful and goofy and surreal and things. So it's kind of weird. So I can't tell what direction this thing is going. And I bring it up because I grew up with Cartoon Network pretty much my whole life. And seeing them do a live action block or a whole channel will not work. It failed horribly before. It almost got rid of the channel. And I would not want to see that, period, on here. I mean, it's Cartoon Network. Why would you call it Cartoon Network and say, okay, we're going to put some live action shows. You're going to call it Cartoon and Live Action Network? That doesn't really roll off the tongue as much as the former. But yeah, it's just such a bizarre thing for them to do. Then on top of that, you got Ben 10 doing a Generator Rex crossover again, but Rex is 10 years old in this one. It's like, what's going on? Why is everyone either 10 years old or they're live action? I don't get what's going on with Cartoon Network at this point. I can't believe they would actually just go back to this. Would nearly bankrupt them. Would nearly lost the channel because they got rid of Toonami and animation at one point. Now they want to just turn into that. I can't really imagine people watching that station much anymore if that's the case. Then they'll have to go to HBO Max or the Cartoon Network app or something to watch the shows they want, because everything on there is stuff people won't want to watch. Now there is like as much as another series that's for older audiences. I forgot what it's called, but Gennady Tartakovsky made it. He's got Primal. That's not it. But there's another one, but I'm not sure what it's called. But it looks like Symbionic Titan. It's in that same style. Whatever it's called. If you know what it's called, you can tell me in the comments, because I've only seen a picture of it, and I don't remember the title of it. So you can tell me a little more in the comments if you know about it. But yeah, I wanted to bring this up because, yeah, it was pretty new to me. I couldn't believe that I actually saw that, and like as someone who grew up Cartoon Network, seen live action block, I can tell you pretty quickly here. It wasn't fun. None of the shows were fun. None of the shows were good. I can't remember a show that I actually liked when they switched to live action. I remember the shows they had, but none of them were likable. They had Destroy, Build, Destroy, which is exactly what the title says. They build some crap, blow it up, and they destroy some crap, build it up, and then destroy it again. It's like, how is that a show? Then they had Dude, What Would Happen? It was like a daring show, I think. They had a show called Awesome Incredible Crew or Awesome Crew or whatever. It was skits, and then they had one called Tower Prep, which is supposed to be like a drama, mystery, thriller on freaking Cartoon Network. I don't know how they did it. You can have these themes if you want, just make them animated. Then they had a game show called Hole in the Wall, which you couldn't win because it was pretty much rigged. I mean, if you watched it, all the shapes were impossible for the people to go through, so no one was gonna win. It was basically just paying to see people fall over. I really don't get it. And yeah, Cartoon Network has some stinkers every now and then. Sometimes the anime shows just isn't as good as you expect, or they end up going downhill. But for the majority of the time, they have really great shows. The only thing that's really a flaw is that when they have the great shows and they're over, they don't just re-air them and air them until, hey, it's time to finally change up this lineup. They just toss them out. First time they did that was regular show. After the 8th season ended, they didn't even bother advertising it. They just aired it and then they threw out the show. Adventure Time, threw out the show. We Bare Bears, they threw it out immediately. OKKO, they threw it out. I don't get why the network does that when people are still loving these shows despite you canceling them or them ending on their own. That they just throw some things away and just think, oh, now there's more room for Teen Titans Go to air 24/7. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think of this. Do you think they're going to come up with some better ideas for a live action series for Cartoon Network? Because I don't think so. I mean, the landscape has definitely changed. There's lots of great live action shows out there, though not many because more people are more into animation still. I don't know if it would work. I don't see it really working because it was such a bad idea the first time. Not saying they can't try again and actually come up with something good. They can surprise us and say, hey, we actually got a good live action show on here. It's not a cartoon, but hey, we put some effort into it. If they did that, I guess I would be okay with a show or two. Just don't try to make like one half of the day cartoons and the other half of the day live action. Or worse, the stuff you want to see comes on for a few hours a day and you get either preschool stuff or live action stuff and then wait for that little block of time for your own things. Or it could be just a decoy just so people will go get HBO Max and all these other streaming services. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And, your experiences with Cartoon Network becoming live action back in the 2000s. Do you have more optimism for them giving some live action shows and trying to be having more variety? Or are you kind of like me and you're just like, no, just stay away from live action altogether. Don't even chance it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.